Good morning. It's Tuesday, I'm going to check again, March 9th, 2021. I'm going to check these things. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice advanced Tai Chi. I'm talking to me as well, alright? So, there's that. Stand straight, feet about shoulder width apart, shoulders down and relaxed as much as they can be at this point in time. And bend the knees just a little bit, open the back, hands circle to the front. We're going to do our stretches. We'll do 6. And then we have our weight transfer and our stepping practice. Reach out. Relax the breath, connect the breath and the movement. As the movement is calm and relaxed, so the breath can become more calm and relaxed, and so the mind can also become more calm and relaxed. This is one of the keys for our practice. It's that as we practice, as we develop the skills to work with the internal energies as well as the physical skills, as we connect them, we can use all of them, one of them, some of them together to change and address any part, any problem with any one of them. And we're going to finish the set, and I'm going to talk about that just a little bit because it goes to our advanced practice. 2 more, reach out. Last time. Connect the breath. Connect the body. Connect the chi. All of them work together. All is one. Elbows drop down. Hands return to your sides. Okay? And stay there. Relax for a minute. We're going to do our leg sets. I'm going to call out 2 things. One I talked about and one is visible. The visible one, you can see that I'm calmer now. You can see the change. This is what we practice for. This is why we practice. The advanced practice that I'm talking about today, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about this right now because it's important. Connecting the body, physical body, connecting the mind, connecting the breath, connecting the chi. And we talk about chi in terms of breath energy because it's more associated with breathing than it is with what we might call radiant energy, Jing or Shen. Okay? Jing, we get in Tai Chi with the idea of Fa Jing, to send out the energy. This is a technique. Combine the body energy with the energy that comes from the breath itself, the intent to send it out, and the mind to direct where it's going. All of these come together in our practice. So we look at each of these as part of our whole. When we practice, and what you've just seen me do, live here it is to adjust. My mental state, my emotional state, and my mental state by using a simple Qigong stretch. Connect the breath, the movement, the mind, the intent, the internal body, and the external body. All of them work together. If one is out of sync, if one is out of harmony, we can use the other one, another one, pick a different one, to do something. In this case, I was upset. I still am, but I'm not in the state of mind that I was when we started. Bonus! Again, this is why we practice. What I did was I used physical movement and the breath to calm down my mental state. Soft, even movement, relaxed breathing. Got to put that in there. Relaxed breathing, quiet the breath. It naturally quiets the emotional body. It naturally opens the mind to be able to do other things. Let's practice our leg work. Feet a bit wider than shoulder width. Knees bent, not too much. Okay? This is still an introductory type of a program. You got the heavy introduction this morning here. Alright, so feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. Knees are bent. Knees need to be bent. Sit. As if there's maybe a chair back there, but you're not quite sitting in it yet. Okay? Back straight. We're going to transfer the weight one leg to the other. And all I'm doing right now, I'm going to introduce the circles. All we're going to do first is back and forth. Okay, right now center. You're going to shift to your left. I'm going to go to my right. This leg has not so much weight, just enough that the foot's there. You don't want it to be floating up off the ground. Well, there's another exercise for that, but we're not doing it right now. Okay, all the weight's over here. Push down and across to go to the other leg. Same thing, down and across, down and across, down and across, down. And I need to put my hand someplace, so it's a good place to put them. You can see what I'm doing. 2 more. Push down to push yourself to go to the other side. Down and across. Alright, there's a circle here. In fact, it's a figure 8, and it can go in multiple directions. We use that dynamically in all of our stepping methods, as well as in multiple aspects of each posture and each transition. Circles. Lots and lots of circles. All right, so where's the circle? I was looking around to see if I had something that's a good circle, and I don't. So, circle here. All right? I've got a circle that goes around my foot. When I was teaching outside, I could draw this in the ground, in the dirt. Here's a circle. All right? Another circle over here. Makes figure 8. As we transfer the weight, this sink right, or in your case, sink left, move it over to the other side, move it over to the other side. Okay, this is not a straight back and forth movement. We take that back and forth movement, use that to learn about the weight transfer. We use that as a tool to practice. I'm going to push in, all my weight's over here, I'm going to push down into this leg and go to the other leg. Not push up and down and up and down. This common mistake people make when they're learning Tai Chi. There's an up and down, there's no up and down. Don't go there. All right, back and forth. Now, outside, there's outside and there's an inside. Outside circle, follow that circle. Okay, your knee stays over your toe and it makes a circle around the foot. Okay, so your knee doesn't come in here. That's bad. Not good for your knee. Your knee doesn't go out over here either. That's also very bad for your knee. Stays right around the foot. Okay? It's a small circle that will look bigger as we do it because the entire body moves with. Okay? Small circle right around the foot. Just a little bit. Your left leg, I'm using my right. Most of your weight is on your left leg. This gives you support, that's all. Okay? Circle. Little one. It's really small. Okay? And your foot moves with. Don't try and keep your foot totally flat. Let your foot move. Relax it. Now, and you don't have to put your finger on your knee. I just want to show you where that is. It's small. Other side, just a little one. And we're going to the outside. So on the left side, it's counterclockwise. On the right side, it's clockwise. Just a little bit. Okay, so right side, circle. Left side, circle. That figure 8 pattern, follow the circle. Going to the outside. Knee to the outside, knee to the outside. I'm down here because I want to show you what I'm doing. Knee, circle, circle. As you complete each circle, I come back to my heel, and then I'm going to come around to the other toe as I transfer the weight. Right? This back and forth, do it with the circle. Leg extends, transfer the weight, push down, push into the other leg, transfer the weight, push into the leg, transfer the weight, push down and across, down and across, down and across, and relax. We're going to do more of this next time. We're going to do arcing sets. Now, this exercise does go all the way down. Lots of leg strength to be able to do that. Lots of holding strength through the upper body required. But the fundamentals don't require that level of extension. The fundamentals are that circle and being able to follow that circle and work with that circle. We use all of that. Cloud hands. And don't try this just now because it's not going to happen for you. There's a few things that I'm going to do that are more advanced than what I'm teaching. But I want to show you what I'm talking about. All right, lower stance, cloud hands. And I'm using Yang style right now. It's Yang style cloud hands. Simple. Not so simple. Not so simple. Most of that was not my hands. It's here, Taiji. As we practice, little by little, these circles, if you were paying attention to my legs, from what we just did, that's where it goes. So there's no mystery about where this can go. Starting out, we have to stick with the basics. And I will tell you that my work on fundamental practice, my own personal work on fundamental practice, the fundamentals for what belongs to this art, as well as my effort, what I put into my practice, right? That's why I can do what I can do. It's that effort. From the fundamentals. If I didn't have the fundamentals, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I wouldn't. Okay? So, stepping method. We can keep it simple. We did this a little bit yesterday, right? So I'm teaching from the premise that class started yesterday. For this session. Alright. So, feet about shoulder width apart. You can stick your hands behind your back for this one. Shift onto the left, turn the right toes to 45. We're going to shift onto the right and step through. We worked on this a bit yesterday with the combination in brush knee. As you place the foot, pull into it. Place it and pull in. Alright. Let's go back one more time. Feet about shoulder width apart. It's time to shift to the right, open the left. Step through with the right. The better your placement through your entire body. This is everything's in good alignment, everything's working together, it's all connected. Will give you the ability, as you transfer your weight, to put yourself in good alignment over your heel so that your body is well balanced and it's easy to step through. Here, being well balanced gives me the ability to bring the foot through. Again, whatever I'm doing with this, I need to be balanced up over here. My right leg's stronger than my left. Alright? Either way, your left leg may be stronger than your right. Everybody's different. You want to try and work the other leg so they both have equal strength. Point is, as you step through, making sure that you bring your butt with you. Don't leave it back here. Bring it up here with you. All right? And keep the upper body a little bit quiet. Right now we're not doing anything with the upper body, so having this be quiet is good. We're doing a lot of leg work. As we start with the form, right, which we're going to do right now, as we start with the form practice, keep in mind this idea that I talked about yesterday, is open and close. Also, try and pay attention to this idea of being in balance, so that as we go through each posture, look for, this is internally, you're going to look for, where do I feel? It's a feeling. Where do I feel that everything's in good placement? Where does it feel comfortable for me to be able to pick up my leg and do something else? Where is that point of the most comfort? How does it feel? We're looking for that right now. Feet together, stand straight. Just follow through, keep the idea. I'm looking for that comfortable spot where I can find my balance. Salute. Open. Center. There's a balance point right here. Yes? Bring the arms up. Press down. Shift to left. Open to the right. Look for it. It's part of your posture, how you hold your body. It's part of your movement, the direction and dynamic of your movement. And it's part of your internal work in quieting the mind so that all of the movements are in harmony with each other. Open and close. Nice and easy. Small step. Small room. Small step. Fresh knee again. One more time. Step up. And shift back. That rolling motion. Follow through. Everything works together. Open and close. Open and close. Palms up. Press down. Salute. Alright, and we're gonna do some more. Alright, this idea of rolling motion, right? As we start out, we're paying attention to the physical movement. Yeah, and I'm down here in the horse stance because it's easier for me to be in the center of the camera than it is for me to try and stand back there and not be able to talk. So it's all right. I'm good. All right. So as we're practicing, as we're developing this idea of open and close, open and close, we combine that with the physical movements, the requirements for each of the movements in the form. I'm going to talk about this. We start out here. This is something you can't see. As I start here, right, salute, you can see that, not a problem. What you can't see me do, unless you're really good, is shift my weight right now. I did. All my weight's on my right side so I can open to the left. Shift the weight. Open. No. Yes. Yang style. It's quiet, it's elegant, and there's no question about what you're doing. I'm going to open. How you do that matters. No. Straight. Let the leg open under you. Breathe in, arms up. We're going to practice this. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, press down. As we connect the breath, we're also connecting the energy in this movement. So as my arms come up, if you could press on my arm, you would feel me telling you that my arm is coming up, period. You keep trying to press on it, my arm's still coming up. All right? I've decided that's what's happening. Combine the physical movement, the breath, the chi, the energy, the intent, and the spirit. Press down. Substance here. It's not empty. As I press down, I also have the sense of pressing down through my root, through the legs, and pulling up through the upper body. This is not an empty move. This is not wave my hands up here and do some things with my arms. There's an application here. We practice this in push hands exercise. You were to put your hands here on my shoulders. Up and open. I'm going to come in between both hands. You've got two hands here. I'm going to come in between two hands, and I'm going to open, and I'm going to pull down. And I may do something else in the process. That's what this technique does. That's the meaning behind what we're doing here. This has ward off. This has pull down behind it. Open and close. As I shift, we're going to keep going. As I shift, sink. I'm going to shift into my left leg to open, right? Shift, sink. This hand comes under and around and out. Ward off, pull down. It's part of the move. That's what it looks like in practice. Same thing with the other arm. It comes up, the ward off. There's energy here. There's internal work that comes through that move. The intent is no, stay back, keep away. That's the intent. No. As we change, pull down. From the beginning, just these three. All right? one more element that needs to be present, and we're going to do this. The breath. Okay? The physical breath, you're breathing. The breath connects the chi. It travels through the body to do whatever it is you've decided to do. Here, my preparation, normal, relaxed breathing. Okay? And the breath has to be relaxed. You can't be huffing and puffing through this. It's not an opportunity. You have to be able to relax the breath and coordinate it with the movement. It's not easy. It takes practice. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 The breath is continuous. I say breathe in, breathe out. It's actually a little bit more than that. Chi, ho, chi, ho, chi, ho, chi, ho. Chi is breathe in, ho is breathe out. The breath extends through the movement. The intent behind the breath matters. And if you've been watching me, you've seen me do this before. Different, and it would have been different. Today's different. Today's different. Let's practice this. Just this first part, pay attention to your physical form. Just these few movements, just these little bit. Your physical form. Pay attention to your placement, your balance. I'm giving you a lot. Placement and balance. Pay attention to the breath. Pay attention to your intent. The idea of pull down, the idea of ward off. That's the intent. Pull down, ward off. What is your intent? Pull down. What is your intent? Ward off. That's the idea. Stand straight. Salute. Relax the body, relax the breath. Pull up. Pay attention to that weight transfer, all the way down to the right leg. Get ready to release the left and open. Center. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Each move, we'll do it again. Each move gets its own time. Right? There's no rushing. Nothing's in a hurry. Nothing has to. We're not looking for the flight time, right? There's not a train coming in 20 minutes that we need to get on. Right now, everything gets its full measure. Every movement its full measure. Relax. Stand straight. Center. Where's your weight? Shift to the right. Open left. Arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Center through the body. Everything works together. Open and close. Combine the movement with the idea. Use the energy and the dynamic of the movement to work with the breath to complete the move. Where am I? I'm trying to get to where I wanted to be to do this move, and to get it. I've talked about this. It's not easy, right? Once I get started, I'm good. But there's times when you just pull something out of the air, and it's like, well, wait a minute. I need to get this coordinated and that coordinated. Breathe in. Open. Breathe in. Reach out. Extend. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring it back in. Pull down. Breathe out. As I breathe out, there's a lot going on in here. Yes, there's a lot going on here, right? Turn into leg and twist and come out. Whole arm extends. The idea behind it is, as I explained, ward off. Right. Each move has purpose. Not only in the deciding what we're going to do, but there's purpose in the shape of the forms. There's purpose in the way that the movement is constructed. It's not arbitrary. It's not, don't do whatever and it's all fine. The ideas behind what we're doing in our practice, body placement, how we can move, what we can do, how we can develop the skills within the art that we're practicing, have been developed and refined and are continuing to be developed and refined. Hi, here I am. To this day. There's tradition and there's, I got it out of a box of Cracker Jacks. Alright? I'm going to stick with the tradition. Just one more time. Pay attention, much as you can, to everything that should be connected through these movements. Physical body, upper and lower body, external body, the feet with the hands, elbows with the knees, shoulders with the hips, upper body with the lower body. Pay attention to transferring the weight. Keep that transfer smooth and through the legs, not up and over. Pay attention to centering. Keep your body straight and focused. Pay attention to what you are trying to do. Extend the breath, extend the chi. Feet together, stand straight, salute. Move the center to the right, release the left, open. Pay attention. Everything all together, all at the same time. You've got an orchestra and it sounds great. Relax, sink into the legs. Pull in and extend through. Relax. This method of practice gives us a number of advantages over something else, right? The first advantage is that as we repeat, I'm layering different things into that particular set. So there's an opportunity, and again, this is recorded, so there's an opportunity to go back and hear it again, right? Layering different things into the same set so that instead of learning it over time, which is the method that I had for most of what I have, I'm going to be able to compress it a little bit. May not be as great an understanding immediately as later on, and that's okay. That's fine. That's normal. Everybody comes to practice with a different perspective, a different basis, and a different history. As we practice, we start bringing in all of those pieces of ourselves to our practice, and we cultivate those things that are most beneficial to us, or at least we should. That's been my practice. If it doesn't benefit me, I don't want to do it. So, in practice, this idea of bringing everything together, and I've done the laundry list a couple of times, bringing it all together, putting all of that, all of it, not just a little bit, all of it, into practice, gives us a result that I demonstrated today. Beginning of class. Yeah, that one. It's a learned skill, and I'm teaching it. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. Appreciate your indulgence. I will be here tomorrow, and tomorrow is going to be a different day.